So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark the lines that I'm going to be stitching. So I'm going to attach the batting to the back of the square. So if you notice the grid board underneath my fabric, this is an 8-inch square. So if I count these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, each one of these squares is an inch. What I need to do is I'm going to add on the front, when you do your squares, you can do straight lines or diagonal lines. They're both straight lines, but you can do them straight so that it makes squares, or diagonals so it makes diamonds. So I'm going to show you how to do both. Okay, so this is just going to measure in 2 inches. Notice how the grid ruler matches the grid underneath. So I'm just going to line that up. It makes it really easy. Now I need to choose a color pencil that will work the best. For this one, I think just a regular graphite pencil will work the best to be able to see the lines. So I'm going to use that. On this fabric and this project, it's fine to do that. Some projects you wouldn't want to use a pencil just because it could be fear of it washing out. It might not wash out, or you may not want to wash it before you use it, and so then in that case you want to use a different type of marking. But I'm just going to mark 3 lines going across this way. Then I'm going to mark 3 lines going across. Let's match up that with the grid underneath. Okay. 2, 3. So that gives me a perfect grid on the front, and on the back one I'm actually going to do a diagonal. So there's my lines with using the graphite marking pencil on my printed fabric. Okay, now I'm going to actually do the same thing with this one, but I'm going to use diagonal lines. So what will help with that is, first of all, this is going to show up better. The white pencil is going to show up better, so I'm going to use the white pencil. And then I'm also going to use these diagonal lines over here. Keep the angle down so it doesn't show up the background. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to start by lining this up so that that bias angle is going from corner to corner. And I'm just going to line that up and use my white marking pencil to draw the line. Okay, and see how the white pencil just draws a nice line. Then I'm going to use the grid ruler to measure 2 inches over. And then go 2 inches over again. Okay, and then we're going to go 2 inches over from the middle line on the other side. And mark this side. And then same thing here. Okay, so it actually puts a few more lines. Instead of 3 lines, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Okay, now I need to mark my lines going the other way so that I get the diamond shape. So I'm actually just going to turn my fabric this way so that I get the same thing. And then I'm going to mark it. Okay, and then measure 2 inches over. And 2 inches over again. And then 2 inches over from this side. So basically I'm just matching the line up with that 2-inch line there. And then 2 inches over again. And it gives me a beautiful diamond grid. Okay, so I can either do this or this. And so on this hot pad it's going to look different on the front and the back. And you can choose which way you want to do it. You can do it one way or the other.